Okay, now you can hear me. In addition to the Mercedes car program. What I haven't shared with you is the RRC program. And the RRC program is our Rich Rewards Club. And this is where that 98% that the Levines put back into the company really comes into play and is really important for all of us. Because every month you can earn up to $1,000 in free jewelry. And as a brand new stylist, that's really important for growing your sample collection. And that's why coming in at the $99 level is okay, because if you're working your business and earning that RRC every month, you can slowly grow your collection into a great sample collection without continually having to invest money into it. But once you have a collection, like I have a lot of jewelry because I have earned a lot of the free RRC jewelry over time. And so I'm able to give away jewelry, and I love that. We have so much fun in my groups. Tonight, for example, Jen's going to be giving away a necklace just for filling out a survey and answering a few questions. All of that does not come out of our pockets. It is our way of earning those free items so that we can give back. So I've kind of wrapped up a lot of things there. Those are the five top questions that people, ask when they're looking at Park Lane. But the biggest thing for me is we are now entering into the second half of the year. And I know in Park Lane, we say there's really not a difference between sales in the first half and the second half of the year. If there is for you, most of that is in your head. And you've decided that summer is not a good selling season. And I know for myself, that was a factor. And this year is proof of that. This year, I decided that I was going to work as hard the first half as I have the second half of every year. And I've proven that I could double my first half business if I just stayed with it and didn't give myself an excuse. But the second half of the year is very exciting. So sign up, come in and join us. You'll be trained. And if you're a new person and you want to bring other people in, don't worry about training, because that's what we are here for. We will help you bring them in and train them, and then they will walk alongside of you. And I'm looking at one of my recruits right now, and she is just the darling of my eye because she's killer and she's just rocking it. And she's a military wife. And we have lots of people with different careers and different needs. We have a pediatrician, we have a lawyer, we have lots of nurses and teachers, and I'm sure there's lots of other military people out there. But it's really important for them because they move every 2, 3, 4 years. And so this is the kind of job that she can take with her. In fact, she's getting ready to move to the East Coast. And I'm really glad that we've been able to do some things here and now and work together so that when she goes out there, we'll still be able to communicate kind of like we're doing now. But she'll be set up, especially for that second half. And the other thing is we have no quotas. So you don't always have to be turning in dollars just to stay a stylist. You will not have a garage full of jewelry because you had to keep buying jewelry to stay active, which I love. Because there are different parts in our life when we just can't. When Katie heads out east, she's going to be moving the whole family and settling in and figuring out her life. And her husband gets to go off and do his job. And Katie's left setting up the house and meeting people and figuring out all of their life and making it work. In addition to now working her Park Lane jewelry business. So if she has to take a couple weeks off, she can do that. She doesn't have to worry about that. And so I think that's a fabulous, fabulous piece. Perhaps you're caring for elderly people, or you have just some medical thing going on in your lives. It's a really important thing that when you need your time and you can't work the business, you don't have to. And then when you can and you can pour yourself into it, a lot of our teachers are like that. Perhaps during the school year, they don't do a whole lot of business, but on their breaks and during their summer when they're completely off, this is great income for them. And it's fun and exciting because you're not sitting behind a desk working for somebody else who's paying you your weekly salary. It is all dependent on you and what you want to do. But it's fun. You get to meet interesting people. Now, think about your last job where you work for somebody else. Did you ever work with somebody that you didn't really like? The beauty of what we do, we hand select who we work with. And, because somebody once asked me, have you ever worked with somebody you don't like? I'm thinking, no, because I don't approach her. She doesn't approach me. We don't connect. So all of the people that you're going to work with, you're probably going to really connect with, and they will become not only business partners with you, but they will become friends. And it's just a wonderful way of being able to do business and earn money, whether it's a small amount of money on the side, or a lot of our people thought it was just going to be a part-time job, and they started doing it, and eventually they were able to leave their full-time jobs, and now they do this. It's exciting. It's just really fun. I just read on one of our things, somebody said, "What's your win for the week?" And one of the girls was so excited. She said, "I've had my biggest show ever, and I'm getting ready to close out my biggest month ever." That is exciting, girls, and we all celebrate with her. So recognition is a huge part of what we do. Even if you say, "I'm not somebody who needs recognition," perhaps you are. Perhaps when suddenly the table is turned and everybody's talking about you and how great you are and all the wonderful things you did, it's really rewarding. You feel really complete. You feel like you found your home. And there are always people there to support you, whether you ask a question because you're stuck or you want to share a success. So I welcome all of you to not only fill out the survey tonight and possibly win a free necklace, but to call your stylist and say, "Hey, I think I want to sign up." The girl on the call said, "Why not? Do it now. Just take the plunge. There's nothing you can lose in this. This is a no risk venture." So we would all love to have you all here with us at Team Sparkle, because we will be celebrating not only today with the 68th birthday of Park Lane, but we will be celebrating you all year long. Now, if you look in the chat, I have listed the site, the Google Doc, to just go in. It's just a few questions. And I think I mentioned this earlier. No one else besides the stylist who sent you here tonight is going to be looking at that. And I think on Friday, Jen will do a drawing and someone will win a free necklace just for listening and filling out that little survey. But I'm hoping to see you in some of our mega shows and trainings, because we have a ton of training that's out there. And we try to answer all your questions and fill all your needs. And it's wonderful, because if you are someone that thinks this could be a very fun business, this is for you. And tell your friends and family and find a running buddy to do it with you. Katie, I know, is doing that right now. She's thinking in her head, who can I get to do this with me? Because she's going to get a raise for doing it. And she's going to have a whole lot of fun, because Katie's going to be a superstar. And I'm really excited. I'm so glad she's on my team. Anyway, I'm going to sign off here tonight. You will need a password in that survey. And the password tonight is birthday. We're celebrating Park Lane's 68th birthday, and that should be an easy word. I've been doing it all week long. It's been so much fun. If you don't know about the birthday specials that are going on, call your stylist immediately and say, "Oh my God, they are so exciting." And Wednesday night is when we close everything up for our week. So I've got to sign off here, because I've got to go back into my group and reconnect with some of those people, because I've got a few people ready to order. And they have until midnight, because we're giving away free stuff there too. We're giving away a free necklace. We're giving away free earrings. It's exciting. And you're going to pay pennies on the dollar. Anyway, call your stylist. Maybe you have a few more questions. Make sure to ask her. But thank you so much for joining us tonight. And like I said before, I hope to see you all at trainings and join that second half of the year. It's just explosive. When I think about spring and how wonderful it was, it's nothing like the fall and winter season, because people are really ready to shop. And it begins right after this back to school season is over. People will already start thinking, I have to start looking at gifts for the holidays, because I don't want that huge credit card bill coming at me in December. So help them out. Have a hostess and give her free jewelry so she doesn't even have to buy her Christmas gifts. Get that customer that comes to her party to get a great deal and buy 5 and 6 and 7 pieces for probably what she would have paid for 1 or 2 pieces. And the jewelry is very great quality, and the company stands behind it. And, which I forgot to mention earlier, we get jewelry 2 or 3 times a year. We have a big collection that drops in January. We had a new collection that dropped for fall in July. We'll have a small collection of holiday pieces that will come out in September, which is exciting. But we don't stop there. Every single week we get new jewelry. And of course, we always have the Sparkle Box. That comes every month, and that's always exciting. So if you remember anything about tonight, Park Lane is an exciting, changing, growing business. And don't you want to be on board with us? We want to have you. So good night for now. Don't forget to fill out that survey because you might win a free necklace. Thanks for joining in. Get out of my glasses to see where to end this. Okay, stop the recording. Bye, everybody.